Throw 3 darts at the map. Toss in 3 wildly distinctive personalities.
How did you think I was going to flip it over?
Plus 3 clever projects.
Hammer time!
And you've got a craft show that'll have you saying, "That's clever."
Hi, I'm Angela Martinez. Welcome to That's Clever. Some crafts are tiny, others are larger than life. Our first artist inspiration comes from nature. He builds an oversized desk from a giant redwood tree trunk.
Hi, I'm Reed Crosby. And I'm from Greensburg, Pennsylvania. I work with wood, and if I had a small piece of wood, I might build something like this. If I had a medium-sized piece of wood, I might build something like this. But today, I'm going to work with a really big piece of wood, and I'm going to make this. The first thing I need to do is cut a really big slab of wood, and to do that, I'm going to need some help. My friend Paul is going to give us a hand, and we're going to wear safety glasses and chaps because we're going to generate a lot of wood shavings, and we've got earplugs because it's going to be very noisy. I've cut my slab, and I'll take it into my shop and start working on it. This is my shop. I've brought the slab in. I know already that this piece won't work, so I'm going to cut this away. And actually, it would then lend itself well to a desk. Now that I've decided that this is going to be a desk, I built a scale model to get a sense of the viewing angles that the final piece will have. Now that I've removed one of the main pieces, I'm going to begin cutting the unwanted pieces. I'll put in my earplugs and my glasses. I've cut the perimeter of the desk. Now I'm going to power plane the top. I will wear a respirator, earplugs, and glasses for this as it creates a lot of dust. I've power planed the top. Now I'm going to roll it over. And how did you think I was going to flip it over? The legs and the framework of the table will be made out of steel. I'll go out and get those now and bring them in and put them in place. I've laid out my steel tubular framework. I'm going to mark some chalk lines on here. I've marked the joints. I'll take them over to the bandsaw and whack them off. The steel's fitting well together. I'll head outside now and begin welding. I have a 3,000-pound workbench that I use to weld on. I'm now tracing the perimeter of the framework so that I can create the recess where the framework will go into the table bottom. I've set the depth on my circular saw. I'll remove the framework now and follow the lines that I've put in the table bottom. One of the things I like about working with natural furniture is that there's always a direct link of where the piece came from. You know, you see lines of nature, whether it's an actual tree trunk or the perimeter of a piece. I've finished cutting the grooves in the bottom of the table. I'll now take a chisel and break out all these slats. This allows me to put that steel framework almost fully recessed into the table bottom. I started woodworking mostly when I got out of high school. I was in the service, and they have a morale support activities where people can go and do woodworking and other crafts. Kind of evolved from that. I'm now ready to use a router to clean up the bottoms of the trough that I created. From this point, I've welded my collars on. I've also welded the plates that the collars mount to. The collars are created for the leg mount. The legs have to be removable, so the leg will now slip on there'll be a set screw that holds to that collar. So as you can see, that collar is the mounting system for the main leg. With the legs in place, it's now time to put in the horizontal crossbars. They're very solid. This table won't be going anywhere. The set screws are placed so that I won't see them from above as I'm sliding into the desk. I'll begin the final finishing process with a water-based finish. And I'm done. And I can get some serious work done at this desk.
Coming up, see how this artist from Massachusetts gets a neck up with traditional jewelry.
The cord has to be long enough that I can wear it as a choker and that I can wear it as an opera length.
She strings together Eastern technique with Western flair. But first,
got my psychedelic apron on.
this crafter from Michigan takes it outside.
I take out all of my aggressions right here.
Her work, that is. She's piecing together a pretty face
I've got the ears.
for a garden accessory. Next on That's Clever.
This program brought to you by TJ Maxx. See what's in this week.
What's in is always in at TJ Maxx, where you can find new jewelry arriving every week, all for up to 60% off department store prices. TJ Maxx, see what's in this week.
Know why we help stop the spread of germs by cleaning your light switches, phone receivers, and doorknobs every visit? Because we're the Maids Home Services, and nobody outcleans the maids.
Come home to Anderson.
What's so amazing about the bread and Hot Pocket subs?
The bread is phenomenal. It's fresh. It's good. This came out the microwave like this?
The magic's in the bread. Try Hot Pockets and Lean Pockets brand subs.
Hot Pockets got a hit. That's all I can tell you.
This is Annie. Annie starts every day rinsing with Crest Pro Health. It helps protect her mouth against plaque and gingivitis for a full 12 hours. And no one appreciates a full day more than Annie. Now in cool wintergreen.
What if the Wall Street Journal said Mercury Milan could win over customers from Honda Accord or Toyota Camry? What if they said Milan mixes economy, performance, and an unexpected dose of style? Has details we usually see on European sports sedans, and then concluded Milan handled well, was fun to drive, and was peppy in traffic? We'd say they're right.
Especially with 0 first month's payment, 0 down, and 0 cash due at signing for just $256 a month.
You gotta put Mercury on your list.
6 homes, 6 cities, 1 price tag. Watch HGTV's What You Get for the Money. Tonight at 10:30 on HGTV.
Welcome back to That's Clever. We're on the road finding real people making really cool crafts. This next artist makes garden planters in Michigan. It's time to get the dish on a blooming friendship.
Hi, I'm Amy Lehue, and I live in Monroe, Michigan. This is my family. My husband, Lenny.
Hello.
My son, Mitchell.
Hello.
And my daughter, Elizabeth.
Hello.
And when we're not hanging out by the River Raisin, I like to do mosaics. And today I'm going to make a mosaic pot just like this. This is my workspace. I do have a spot inside the house, but when it's nice like this, when the weather's great, I like to do it all outside. Today, I am going to make a planter pot. I want to use this pot, my cups, some Spanish tiles, make a funky cool lady. The first thing I need to do though is drill some holes through the pot for drainage. I've got my drainage holes for the lady's pot. Now I want to make her some really cool, juicy red lips. I just need to throw this in the oven for 20 minutes at 275. My lips are dry. Just kidding. Not these lips. These lips. I'm gonna use these lips to break up with all of my pots, my cups, and really make my mosaic lady look cool. It's hammer time! I love this part. I take out all of my aggressions right here. I think my chick needs some ears. These cup handles, I think this would be great for ears. I've got the ears. This would be a good center point for her eye. I love picking up all different kinds of bright plates, cups, dishes, platters, because I know I'll eventually use it somewhere, sometime with one of my mosaics. All right, I've got all my pieces broken up. I'm just gonna draw with a marker on my pot, give myself some perimeters of where the face is gonna go, and start adhering the tiles.
Hello.
This is tile adhesive. I just goop it on with my fingers. I'm gonna stick her ears on first. The ears can be a little tricky. Sometimes they can slip around. Now that I've got her ears on, I'm gonna apply her face. I've got all my little boundaries going here. I'm gonna start mosaicing. I don't need any special tools, utensils. I just like dipping my fingers in, getting right in there, getting dirty. I'm using my broken up rainbow plates to act as her hair. It'll give it some nice waves, make her look funky, and have a lot of personality. She's got eyes already, but I want to add some sparkle to them. Got my psychedelic apron on, and I'm ready to mix the grout. It's just like baking a cake. I want a really thick consistency with my grout, so I'm going to add some more. These are my grouting gloves, and I wear these so I don't cut myself. I'm gonna fill in every crack, every crevice with grout. My husband's afraid that he's gonna get mosaicked if he stands still too long. All right, I'm just about finished. All I have to do is polish her up, throw a plant in, and she's done. My cool, funky lady is done. Now all I need is a name for her. Hey, kids, come here. We need a name. What do you think we should name her? What's her name gonna be, you guys? All right, Mother Nature it is. Come on, let's go play, you guys.
Stay tuned and wrap yourself around this artist's design.
What? You didn't get it?
She'll weave you through a colorful neckline with paper beads and a fiber braid. Next on That's Clever.
You
You know you want it. The newest, coolest home products on Earth. I want that Wednesday. Tonight, beginning at 8 on HGTV.
The world has a way of shaking things up. But when it comes to your money, ING is making it easier. See why it's easier on the bench. Ask your financial professional about ING, your future made easier.
In a world where you often sacrifice great taste for convenience, a new hero will emerge with the power to bring you the best of both. Introducing new Bird's Eye Steam Fresh. From freezer to microwave, the revolutionary bag puffs up and automatically vents to steam your vegetables to crisp, tasty perfection every time. Perfect color, texture, and taste are at a store near you. Bird's Eye Steam Fresh. Rated PG for perfect vegetables.
Get a grip, hold tight, and don't look down. From Jennifer Cruzy and Bob Mayer comes a razor-sharp romantic adventure. Don't look down. It's a love story with bite.
Doesn't get any better than this, does it? It's like a dream come true. I like the blue scheme for the den. Then I'm thinking maybe taupe or mocha for the living room. But I really need you to look at the swatches because otherwise I don't want to...
Fan's not working.
It's working. The Broan Ultra-Silent Ventilation Fan. Now you can have power. Quietly.
Isn't that typical? One guy working and the rest just standing around.
Never cut it in the corporate world.
I got it.
Nothing brings people together like Tostitos.
Nice job, team.
Meet me at the Tostitos.
My name is Julie, and I've lost 142 pounds on Nutrisystem.
I lost 80 pounds with Nutrisystem, and I feel great.
You can't miss the incredible results of Nutrisystem Nourish, the easy weight loss program that lets you eat great and lose weight.
I lost 76 pounds on Nutrisystem. I didn't want to look good for having 3 kids. I wanted to look great.
Our secret is the science of the glycemic index that separates good carbs from bad. Now carbs are no longer off limits.
You don't have to count calories, you don't have to count carbs, you don't have to count anything, you just eat.
I love chocolate, and any diet that lets me eat chocolate is the diet for me.
For about $10 a day, you'll savor 4 weeks of amazing food, and your shipping is free.
My husband is crazy about me. He can't keep his hands off of me.
I've heard people call me hot, yes.
Get our 4-week program and we'll send you an extra 7 breakfasts, 7 lunches, 7 dinners, and 7 desserts. A full week of food absolutely free. So call now.
Warm up your home for winter with ideas from Designer's Portfolio on HGTV.com.
Welcome back to That's Clever. I'm Angela Martinez. From a computer to an old-fashioned warping board, see why this artist's necklace is timeless.
Hi, I'm Christine Foltz. I'm from Lunenburg, Massachusetts. I'm an educator, and I'm also a textile designer. Scout, what should I make? A necklace? A paper braided necklace like the one you're wearing with Kumahimo braids? Brilliant idea. So I'm going to go in and make a paper braided necklace with Kumahimo braids for you today. Come on in. To start making paper beads, I use a paint program to create the designs on my computer and then print them out onto cardstock. Now that I have this lovely green and yellowy color, I think I need to have another color that contrasts with it. I have many folders here that have different colors. I think this blue would be the best. I just put them together and put them into my paper cutter. I'm very lazy, so I'm not going to cut up all of these strips perfectly. So I go to my pasta machine and I put it in my linguine form. Voila! Not very appetizing, but saves a lot of time and it makes it a lot of fun. I'm separating them and I'm removing the pieces that have a little bit of the white from the edge. I'm going to now pick 11 pieces of paper of one color and 11 of the other color. I'm going to take these 2 strips of paper and turn them into a paper bead. Here it is, my first of 11 beads. What? You didn't get it? Okay. I'll do it a little slower this time. I'm going to take 2 pieces of paper and bend them over approximately halfway down. I then crease it slightly, wrapping it around to the back. I take the paper so that all the color is on one side and it's white on the other. Separating the 2 pieces of paper, I turn it into a mountain. Here's the M for the mountain, and I wrap the far right one around to the back, wrapping it down. Then I take the left one and go in front and then behind. Now it gets this nice curvature. It looks almost like a shrimp. I'm going to take the far right one and slide that into its fold line and gently pull so that I can form this bead into a round, almost ball-like shape. I'm going to slide the colors back into themselves, following it all the way around, giving it a little tug as I go. There's one small step left, and that's to roll it in my hands to make sure that it looks nice and round. And there, I have a bead. And now I need 10 more. Now that I have my 11 beads, I need to strengthen them by adding clear acrylic to them. So I'm going to put them onto a bamboo shish kebab skewer. Aren't they pretty? Very elegant. And I'm ready to go outside and spray these. I put the sticks down to hold the beads off the table while they're drying. While I let the beads dry, I'm going to make the kumihimo cord, which is what the beads are going to sit on to form the necklace. The kumihimo is a form of Japanese braids, and so I look at the beads in relationship to the colors. I think the blues will offset the color of the green that is in this set of beads. I'm going to take this yarn. This yarn is actually a rayon, and rayon is made from pine trees. And rayon is one of those wonderful cellulose products that give extreme bright colors. As a textile designer, I love color. Color is one of those things that just make you very excited in the morning to wake up. I'm a weaver. I weave colors into scarves. I actually make rugs. I've done all types of knitting, any type of textile design. This is a warping process, and the board that I'm working on is a warping board that you would use when you weave. That's all I need. I have 4 sets of each color. So now I'm going to tie them off. I'm going to start the braiding process. My foot is up on the table for a couple of reasons. One is I made these felted slippers, I felt. The other reason is that I need it for stability against pulling as I'm making my cord. I'm going to now start by braiding over 2 and back under 1. The braiding was taught to me by a very famous rug maker out of England. His son taught me to do the braiding, and ever since I have been doing it on every single piece of my work. The cord has to be long enough that I can wear it as a choker and that I can wear it as an opera length so that it can hang down over sweaters or jackets. So let me go ahead and put the beads on the strings so I can complete my necklace. This is my tooth thread threader, and I'm going to use this to thread the cord through the beads. So I'm going to take 3 glass beads, but I'm going to use as my ending of my necklace. I have 3 glass beads on, and now I can thread the beads that I made. I've got my necklace almost complete. The only thing that isn't nice looking are the 2 ends, so I need to tie a knot on both ends and make the double knot. That allows me to also have the flexibility of the length, whether I want to wear it long or whether I want to pull the cords and wear it as a choker. Now I've completed my origami beads on my kumihimo cords. They're at opera length, they rock, and so I'm going to a rock opera.
Stick around. We're returning to the Great Lakes Stake to roll out another craft.
I want to do something different and make my own unique mat.
Amy's next project is sure to leave you floored. It's made entirely out of masking tape.
Can you believe it?
So you want to be a chef?
I would love to if I had a knife.
Have your own cooking show?
This one's gonna rock your house, buddy.
You know it won't be easy.
Everything went wrong.
But did you ever think it would be this hard?
You guys are just relentless.
Find out who will be the next Food Network star. Sunday nights at 9/8 Central on Food Network.
Not only do delicious new McCormick finishing sauces add the perfect flavor to any meal, they're also the perfect end to any day. Finishing sauces, new from McCormick, the taste you trust.
Fast forward to flawless hair. Get a head start on curly or straight looks. Introducing Frizzy's shampoos and conditioners infused with styling ingredients that start your style right in the shower. Prep for glossy curls or smooth straight styles right from the start with Frizzy's shampoos and conditioners. And for the best way to eliminate frizz, use Frizzy's hair serum. From the professionals at John Frieda.
What's in is always in at TJ Maxx, where thousands of new designer fashions arrive every week, all for up to 60% off department store prices. TJ Maxx, see what's in this week.
Hey kids, there's eggs under the bed. And I come hopping along, kicking up my heels and singing this song. Kids, and I hide them on the lawn, but you better. I think this one's got money in it.
When your Easter surprise becomes an instant classic, you're in a good place. The Singing Hallmark Rockin' Rabbit. Just $12.95 when you buy 3 cards. Only at today's Hallmark Gold Crown stores.
Here's another great idea from HGTV's Design on a Dime. Brought to you by Jenny Craig.
Hi, I'm Summer Balzer from Design on a Dime. A creative lighting fixture can be made out of everyday items. Here, a copper pot becomes the perfect lampshade to highlight a country look. 2 vintage hubcaps can be turned into a chandelier. Even waste baskets can be turned upside down to become lampshades. For more great ideas, check out hgtv.com/DOD.
Toto, we're not in Hollywood anymore, but that's okay. Jenny Craig fits any lifestyle. My sister's a teacher, my friend's in business, I'm an actress. Yet we've each lost over 60 pounds.
I've lost over 70.
Sick 'em, Toto.
Get 6 weeks for just $36 plus the cost of food. Call 1-800-JENNY20 today.
Have you called Jenny yet? There's no food like cake. There's no food like cake.
Now we head back to Michigan, where Amy's got a floor plan. She's developed an unusual technique that'll definitely stick.
I'm back, and this time I'm gonna make this floor mat. It's all out of masking tape. Can you believe it? Masking tape. I want to do something different and make my own unique mat. All I'll do is flip this over and start up. I'm gonna primer the back of this mat real quick. Then when it dries, I can give it its own personal touch. My primer is dry. I'm ready to apply my leaves. I'm gonna draw some leaves on as my guidelines for my masking tape. All right, now it's time for the masking tape. First thing I'm gonna do is start with my border. This will be really easy to do because it's the same width as the tape, no measuring. I'm gonna go all around the whole complete mat, then I'm gonna use the same tape to fill in my leaves. Now it's time to fill in the background with my manila masking tape. I'm just gonna keep layering my tape everywhere. I've got my whole entire mat filled with masking tape now. It's ready to go. I'm ready to stain it. Now that the stain has been applied, it gives the mat a really cool, aged, kind of rustic look. And I'm gonna make it durable by polyurethaning it. I love this. It's dry, it looks great, it's nice and durable. I've got the perfect place for it, right in front of my back door.
We find find crafters hard at work on one-of-a-kind projects everywhere we go. And we just showed you 3. Be sure to come back next time and find out what America's crafting on That's Clever.